Hello, children. Welcome back to the online classes, proper online classes after exams. This is your new chapter, sixth one in history, Mahatma Gandhi and the national movement. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, popularly known as Bapu or Mahatma Gandhi, completely dominated the Indian national movement from 1919 to 1948. And that is why this period is known as the Gandhian era in Indian history. In South Africa, on a journey by train from Durban to Pretoria, he was forcibly thrown out of the first class compartment, even though he had a valid ticket. Gandhiji was hurt by the racial injustice and discrimination to which the Indians had to submit in South Africa. Indians were not supposed to travel with the Europeans and were not allowed to enter the hotels and the clubs meant for the Europeans. Gandhiji soon became the leader of the struggle for justice in South Africa. He formed the Natal Indian Congress and suffered imprisonment. He started his non-violent civil disobedience movement to protest against the discriminating treatment meted out to the Indians. Thus, it was during this struggle that Mahatma Gandhi learned the technique of satyagraha based on truth and non-violence. The methods which were used by Gandhiji for the freedom struggle. First one is satyagraha, doctrine of non-violence, Swadeshi, mass movement. These were the methods. First method, satyagraha. The term satyagraha is made up of two Sanskrit words, satya and agraha. It means insistence to hold fast. Gandhiji's satyagraha movement was directed against the British system of exploitation and not the British people individually or collectively. Gandhiji made a distinction between satyagraha and passive resistance. Passive resistance does not exclude the use of physical force for the purpose of gaining one's end, whereas satyagraha excludes the use of violence. Second one is doctrine of non-violence. Non-violence, or we call it ahimsa, means not to kill anyone, not to hurt anyone. It is not a negative but a positive and active force. It is the virtue of the strong which requires benevolence and sympathy. Mahatma Gandhi set an example before the whole world of achieving freedom from the mighty British power through a non-violent struggle. So this non-violence was a strong element, or we can say an instrument in Gandhiji's hand. And without creating any kind of violence, he fought. Swadeshi. Swadeshi means producing necessary item in one's own country and using them for one's use without being dependent on imported goods. So Gandhiji believed that use of Swadeshi goods would make us self-sufficient and eliminate our dependence on imported goods. And that's why he emphasized manual labor and the use of charkha and khadi. The last one, method, mass movements. In South African experiment, Gandhiji had experienced that how we can defend ourselves with the means of different religion, region, and social classes. He took the help and he gathered many people against the discriminating policies of the Britishers. So in South Africa, built his faith in the ability of the Indian masses to participate in the freedom movement. The mass movement started by Gandhiji was the non-cooperation movement. Children, during the First World War, Congress cooperated with the British. But due to some events, Gandhiji turned from a cooperator to a non-cooperator and he decided to start the non-cooperation movement. Non-cooperation is a way of protesting in which one does not cooperate with the evildoer. So Gandhiji asked the people not to assist the foreign government to rule over them. Yes, for every and each event, several causes are responsible. And for the non-cooperation movement also, there were several causes responsible. And mainly there were the three events which were responsible for the non-cooperation movement. First one, Khilafat movement. Second, Rowlatt Act. And third, which is a tragedy, that is Jallianwala Bagh tragedy. So these were responsible for the non-cooperation movement.